always smooth sailing. In Australia, it's been found that 25% of 18 to 25-year-olds face a mental health issue each year. The 2010 National Mental Health Report showed that 65% of those experiencing symptoms of mental health issues don't seek help. It's hard to know who to turn to. Sometimes we're lost. Sometimes we don't want to be a burden. Sometimes we don't think people will understand. There's always something preventing us from getting adequate support.
That's why we've developed HD at UNSW. This app is made specifically for students to help them manage their health, well-being, and in adapting a new environment. This is targeted specifically towards those who don't reach out. The app is part mood tracker and part admin.
We ourselves felt and saw within those around us a need to be understood. And what a better way to be understood than by those in similar situations. So sure, there's lots of information out there about mental health, but what about actually getting the support we need?
Oftentimes, we're just going through a rough time, or just needed a hand, but not medical support. Sometimes we may need it, but aren't sure how to utilize the resources on campus. That's why we created this app, HD at UNSW, that's going to benefit all students at UNSW.
I'm Erica Mazzulli, and I'm the Financial and Risk Analyst at HD at UNSW. I deal with any kind of challenges our business faces and find out the appropriate solutions to address them.
I'm ZK. I'm the Marketing Director of HD at UNSW. I'm responsible to plan marketing activities to promote the app actively.
I'm Michelle, and I'm the Customers Relationship Manager. I'm responsible for ensuring that all our customers have a satisfactory experience.
My name is Stephen. I'm the Technical Consultant, and I provide technical support in the designing phase of the app. We're the team behind HD at UNSW.
So what does our app actually do? Well, HD is a free mobile app where students can create profiles linked to their set IDs under anonymous usernames. This gives students the ability to use a mood tracker where they can rate their mood from 1 to 5, give it a description as a title and an explanatory note. These moods can then be publicized or privatized. Publicized moods are available for all users as an ongoing stream. Comments can then be made by any other user upon the moods of individuals. This allows students going through similar issues to support one another. In addition, there's a forum where users can post about specific issues. We aim to encourage peer support among the students and to decrease their stress by helping them to open up to people anonymously. What's more is there's an admin section. Here students can submit medical certificate applications. Lastly, but not at least, there's also a Find a Mentor feature where students can sign up to be a mentor or a mentee. These pairings will then be vetted by our staff to ensure that all conduct is above board.
One of the features of HD at UNSW will be news and updates, where students get information of every event happening on campus, and they can register for the events and also make payments for the events. Another feature of HD at UNSW will be alarm and warnings, where all the students will get notified by anything that's happening on campus, so they will avoid the place. Students will be notified through the app. Students can also turn off the notification if they wish to.
Another key feature of the Health Direct app is the connection to the chemist store. So this is very similar to the connection to the health centre, but you can actually check what the availability of medicine is like. So if you're prescribed to a certain medicine, you can check whether that's available, and if it's not, you can order it in and inquire about it. And you can also buy it online. So if you've actually found the medicine there and it's available, you can also purchase it straight through that app. Just enter your address in there and it will go straight to your home.
Our value proposition for HD at UNSW will be providing an opportunity for students. In building our value proposition, there are 5 steps we consider. The first step will be defining the problem and determine whether the problem was worth solving. There has been an increasing number of students facing mental health problems, especially for students who are trying to adapt themselves into a new environment. If they have no one to talk to, this may increase their stress and it affect their level of studies and their mental health well-being. Therefore, this is a problem worth being solved. The second step will be clarifying the problem. Mental health and stress management is a blatant and critical problem because it puts extra pressure to the students and it may lead to critical mental health problems. The third step will be evaluating whether the breakthrough was unique and compelling. As there aren't many applications out there designed specially for students encouraging peer support like HD at UNSW, therefore it is a unique breakthrough. The fourth step will be measuring the potential customer support. HD at UNSW will be designed to be user-friendly and gives a positive vibe. Every student will be able to use the app without any difficulties. The last step in building our value proposition is, of course, building our value proposition itself. Therefore, we came up with the value proposition of coming up with a free mobile application for students who are afraid to speak out to others.
Now we consider the key partners and key activities. The first key partner of UNSW HD at UNSW is the UNSW IT department. This department provides and supports the student login system, allows students to log in with their student ID securely, and offers the storage for their health profile. The next key partner is the UNSW Health Center, and as well as the Counseling and Psychological Services Center. These facilities accept, process, and manage students' applications and reservations, as well as deliver the actual mental health care processes. The next key partner is the schools, facilities, and art societies. These partners can help to promote and advertise for our app, as well as deliver the physical mentoring sessions to help students. The last key partner with the app is the chemist store, in which the store will frequently update the information about the medicine on campus, as well as the stock level.
In designing the app HD at UNSW, we have defined its uses and benefits for both students and connected staff. The student users can be benefit from HD at UNSW in many ways, such as convenient access to medical and health services available on campus, and form a personal health profile that can be used for further references, and also exchange and gain helpful tips from the student discussions on board. The staff members at Connect will be also benefit from using HD at UNSW. They'll have the free access to students' personal data, such as daily assessment of their stress level. The staff member will analyze this data to work out the distribution and share the characteristics upon those students who constantly showing a high level of stress and anxiety. These analyzed data will be passed on to relevant key partners, and the Connect staff will help them to improve upon their existing student care programs. That's it.
This segment is a group of customers who are targeted to use our application in order to satisfy their needs. Our customer segments for the app HD at UNSW will be every UNSW student. In choosing our customer segments, there are 4 steps we consider. The first step will be identifying the need. The need will be improving mental health well-being and stress management. The second step will be creating the list of potential customers. We chose people involved in university, as these are the people who has the pressure because they need to adapt into a new environment. The third step will be narrowing down to suitable customers. We chose everyone involved in UNSW because it will be easier for us to conduct our research in one unit. The last and fourth step will be selecting the most potential customer segment. We chose students in UNSW because regardless of whether or not they are facing mental health. Okay?
Yeah.
Channels are the ways to promote the product. Our channels for health at UNSW will be the ways to promote our mobile application effectively, with the aim of getting every student to become a member and get involved and sign up to be a member for free. To promote our mobile application effectively while getting every single student in UNSW to be involved and become a member for free, we use several distribution channels. One of the distribution channels we are using include online distribution channel. We will have App Store optimization with Apple, Google Play, and also Windows. To further promote HD at UNSW, we will use personalized messaging by contacting the students via student email and Moodle. As social media is a prominent platform for young people, we will also be promoting the app through social media like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We will also create content to market the app via multimedia platforms like YouTube or UNSW. We also use physical distribution channel by advertising and promoting our app by setting up booths on campus and distributing flyers across campus. Another thing we will use is word of mouth. We will do in-class promote and promote via lecturers. Okay.
Good. There are a variety of challenges and risks that HD at UNSW needs to take into account. So the first challenge is undertaking a duty of care towards distressed students on the app. So we recommend that the ZID function, which users must provide when they purchase this app, will counter this risk, as via the ZID there will be a security of those who state they may resort to high-risk behaviours. This is to manage and prevent cyberbullying and rude remarks from other students, as well as to protect those who are at high risk or volatile. The system will provide automatic immediate submissions straight to key partners like UNSW Health Centre for taboo words like suicide or kill or cutting. And additionally, if a user knows that they need immediate help, there will also be a lifeline function through the form of a panic button moderator system. This system will operate 24/7, where there will always be someone to talk about their problems, a real person. Another risk for this app is breaching the privacy of users. So it could be argued by users that the automatic immediate submissions that I just spoke about breaches the privacy of users who are just trying to freely express themselves. We recommend, to counter this, that HD at UNSW is protected from breach of privacy of users. Another risk that Health Direct needs to take into account is breaching the privacy of users. So it can be argued by users that the automatic immediate submission function that I just spoke about breaches the privacy of users who are just trying to freely express themselves. To counter this problem, Health Direct must ensure its contract for the use of app contains a clause enabling privacy to be breached in specific circumstances. So this clause could state that through downloading the app, you are agreeing that Health Direct has a responsibility to care for its users, and if it has significant reason to believe that you may harm themselves or another user, they can read your information. Another risk that Health Direct needs to take into consideration is the undetected bullying of a user on the app. So another clause should be stated in the contract that the app's administrators only have a responsibility to care for users who are in suspected danger. This means that if danger is undetected by the app through the taboo word system and consequences result, the app's administrators hold no duty of care for any incident following a post, comment or similar on the app. This is to protect the app's administrators from any kind of issue that they may be blamed for. The last challenge that they must take into account is the competition with other health-related apps. So the app needs to stand out for the user so that they choose it over other health-related apps when looking for support. So to deal with this, Health Direct should market the app over social media, which is the predominant form of media used by students in New South Wales.